Welcome back. In part one, we focused on ease and awareness, and today we're going to explore mapping the fingerboard so that shifts feel more predictable. This is about replacing guesswork with clarity. Please keep in mind that this training is for adult cellists of all levels, beginners, intermediate players, advanced musicians, all cellists who are interested in finding ways for their shifting to feel more reliable, clearer, and more expressive. But first, do press pause and take a moment to download the free Part 2 guide, Fingerboard Mapping, Trusting Where You're Going, and then come back for the guided training. Here's a small, reliable technique. Anchor, release and travel, set, or arts. So starting with first finger on the B, on the A string again, first position, we're going to anchor it or ground it. We're then going to release it, meaning lightening the arm and freeing the left thumb, and travel, and then we will set as we arrive. So we'll start by moving from B to E into fourth position with the first finger, like we did in part one. Anchor, release and travel, set. Here it is again. Anchor, release and travel, set. Now let's take it a step further, and we're going to work on mapping the fingerboard silently. Anchor, release and travel, try to hear where you're going, and set. So let's start by moving the first finger from first position to lower third position. That's B to D. This is a really nice one to start with because we have an overlapping finger in these two positions. The fourth finger, D, in first position is first finger in lower third position. So we can think of replacing our fourth finger with our first finger, or finger substitution. So here we go, from B to D. You can see I'm looking to see where my fourth finger would go, and then visually allowing that to help me get into position. Now let's try it without looking. And you can check if it's in tune by just lightly left-hand pizzicatoing that arrival note, in this case the D. Let's take this another step further. We're going to do an interval landing drill, still sticking with a silent mapping of the fingerboard for now, but we're going to do it first of all on first finger. Of course, you can later use other fingers as well, but let's, for the purposes of our training, stick with first finger. And you're going to pizzicato the departure and arrival note with your pinky. B to C, B to C sharp, B to D, B to E flat, B to E, B to F, B to F sharp, B to G, B to G sharp, B to A, B to B flat, B to B. And of course you can go really slowly, you don't have to go that high, just do a few. This is a great exercise for mapping the fingerboard, especially when you then start to add in awareness of which position you're in or shifting to. So let's try this now with the bow. We're going to play 2 notes per bow, and I'm going to say the position that I'm arriving in. Lower second, upper second, lower third, upper third, fourth, lower fifth, upper fifth, lower sixth, upper sixth, lower seventh, upper seventh. Officially thumb position here with the thumb on the D and the A, although as you can see, obviously I was bringing it up before that, so really we can use the thumb position anywhere on the fingerboard. But notice how using a map like this really gives confidence. Of course, you can try it with any finger. Really, even a tiny improvement can feel pretty massive. Again, the PDF for this session is below through the link. It's called Fingerboard Mapping, Trusting Where You're Going. And it includes diagrams, step-by-step exercises, plus a checklist of things to be aware of. If you're interested in exploring these skills in musical phrases and real repertoire, the practice room is where we do this together in a supported and guided environment.